To add a cursor to a display, hold down the Control key, right-click, pick Add Single Cursor X. Cursor appears that you can move from left to right by clicking and dragging on it. If you select one of the curves and move the cursor along, you can see the Y value in a small tag. If you select the other curve, you can see the Y value for that curve. If you hold down Control and select both, you'll see both Y values at the same time. It's also possible to right-click and pick Cursor Legend Auto, and then you can see a table of X and Y values as you move the cursor that update while you move it. If I right-click on the legend, I can pick Copy Values and store those values directly into Excel. As I move the cursor, I can also double-click on it. I can type in a number and the cursor will go directly to that position. I can also use an arrow key, the left and right arrow key, to move the cursor. If I had more than one cursor, whichever cursor has the right and left arrow key on the top is the cursor that the arrow keys control. It's the last cursor that is selected. So whichever one has that double arrow gets moved by the arrow keys. Another feature of cursors, you can right-click and pick Properties, and you can change some of the cursor properties. For example, if you want to see more digits after the decimal, you can increase the number of digits after the decimal and display more. It's also possible to do things like change the cursor line style. So if I'd like a blue cursor, I can do that if I would like. I can change it back as well. And I can also do things like add a label to the cursor, even append that to the value so it appears on the cursor itself. If I'd like to know the maximum value in this data curve, if I right-click, I can say Move to Global Maximum, and now I have the maximum of the red curve. If I click on the green curve, pick Move to Global Maximum, I now have the maximum value of the green curve. If neither curve was selected, I cannot pick Move to Global Max. If I zoom in a bit here, there's another feature of cursors, and I can turn on and display individual data points to show this feature. The cursor by default interpolates or shows data values in between measured data values. The crosses are where there are actual data values, and I see data values in between. If I don't want to see interpolated data values, I right-click on the cursor, pick Snap to Data Values, and the cursor will only go to actual data points contained in my data curve.